chills. My jewelry code is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Paper stuff the edge like I don't know no bill. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way, right before the deal. Say this one for your photo reel. Blessing after testing, I'ma show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me, I know I'm ill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah, how about it? You want it, you have it, you got it. Go snatch it, start the lot. Go ahead, jump it, how about it? Rep for your bro, for your post, your poppin', your projects. Pain driven, itching, drumming. Look how far we coming. Heartbeat for the streets, you can do it. Ain't real for the weekend, sweet. This sugar, one man army, but get deep. Watch what you doing. I ain't damaged goods, damn it out the clay. You wish you could. I do this for the family. I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they souls the chills. My jewelry code is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Paper stuff the edge like I don't know no bill. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way, right before the deal. Say this one for your photo reel. Blessing after testing, I'ma show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me, I know I'm ill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly.
Okay, Coach, it's the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. No bigger stage than this one. Sold out MetLife Stadium, located just outside of New York City. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Tennessee Titans and the New York Jets. The winner here goes to the Super Bowl, and we'll know soon enough which team that'll be as we are underway in the AFC title game.
Let's go, folks.
Set 18 Gators.
Right there. Now come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come out here. Come get some. He don't want it.
Stand.
Set. One twist.
They'll run on first down. Castle. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Leo.
Now a give, right side. Castle. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Going to give this time to the tailback. And now nothing but green ahead of him. 30, 10, touchdown Titans. A great effort there. 67 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
They're on the 24-yard line.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 24. Now a give, right side. Atkins. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And he'll give it here to his running back. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
We're going to sign. Mike 37. Hey, lady. Undercut.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 3rd and medium. They opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Watch the safety creep. Shoot. Watch the shoot.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Two 1st downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. And finally down at the 32-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
And they'll try the air now with Darnold. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet 1st down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
On 1st down, Atkins. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
On 2nd and 11 now. Darnold. It's caught here by Adams. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Call it a gain of 3. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Time. 54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch that. Hey, watch the ball. Check. Hot route. Hot set.
The shotgun snap for Darnold. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Rosa's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Ready up. 2 little step. Right. He's done. Hey. Right 7. Hey, check. 3 down. Hey, alert 3. Alert flare. Hey, orbit. Mike's 50. Look at me. Zipper. Get that.
To throw on 3rd down. Kyle. And he's got his man on the out route. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal.
Jumper. Topper.
2nd and 5. The quick slant caught. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown.
The Jets take over 1st and 10.
Let's go!
At their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. He was able to escape momentarily in the backfield, but you could just kind of tell that wasn't going anywhere.
You know, in the film session, he'll get a minus for not getting him on the ground by himself. But what the coach is really going to analyze, how fast did his teammates get there to help him? If one guy slows him up, everyone else better be there, and that's what they get.
He's got a man complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Aaron Donald just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
I know there would be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Check 43. Man, 80. Under 10. 10. Check that.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. They'll get 4 back there on the run, but now they're looking up at a 3rd and 12 situation. To throw is Darnold. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
Hard. Watch the pass. Check 52. Check safety. Whip. Watch the whip. Switch it.
They'll try the left side. Castle. And he'll be brought down here at the 28.
That's it, baby.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
You think you're going to get that? Check it out, Reed. He's coming. We got double up. Yep. And 58 is on my 2.
On 3rd down, Dobbins. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. On now is the Titans punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet 1st down.
Let's go, D. Strong left. 14's moving.
They'll run on 1st down. Atkins. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
I'm coming after you. Deuce. Tighten up.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 41-yard line.
AFC title game, 2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to play. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report in a bit. The coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
8 yards on the ground there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 2.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
3rd and 2, Darnold. And he fires one, but incomplete. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Throwing to start the drive. Kyle. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now left side on the swing pass. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll make it 3rd down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Rock it. Ready? Get it.
On 3rd down, Kyle. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Hey, box truck. No!
Throwing again, Kyle. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Switch. Ready.
After the interception, here's Darnold. Open man is Robbie Anderson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Check.
Darnold from the gun. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Second and 2. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The safety Marcus May in there on the coverage. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. So we are halfway home to figuring out who will represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, one more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. On first down, Atkins. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. And he'll give it here to his running back. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Inside.
57 for Mike.
Inside.
All day defense, all day.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Aaron Donald able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack.
Hey, lady. Young lady. Hey, turn it up. Check it out.
3rd and long, it's Darnold. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So it's a 3rd field goal for him now. He's accounted for all 9 points. I look down to the sideline, though. You can just tell they weren't too happy for 3. They wanted 6.
So they have to have 6. Look, he's keeping them afloat, but they really need to do exactly what you talked about. They need to get into the end zone and score some touchdowns. Otherwise, he's going to have to kick a lot more field goals than just the 3 he's already put through the posts.
Pilot, 64, wait. Now.
On 1st down, Kyle. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Whip for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Hey, exit.
Throwing on 1st down, Kyle. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Quentin Williams never giving up. He works his way to the QB for a loss of 12.
It's 2nd down.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Looking to throw. Kyle, there goes a deep ball, end zone, and that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
Ready? 10-2 stop. Mike, 58, right there. Switch.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
At the 7-yard line.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
They'll keep it on the ground. Castle, and that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play, and that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal.
30 base.
15, check my 15. Let's go, defense.
5. Yeah, get it.
They'll run it now out of the gun, and he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Taking it in from 11 yards out, and the Titans are able to extend their lead.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked picked off at the 30. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Darnold. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
His struggles finding open receivers continue. I don't know the last time I saw him this inconsistent throwing the football.
It would be hard to find a date when he was this inconsistent. You know, in his locker, he keeps the word poise printed on an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. He needs to find that poise right now.
He certainly does. In fact, I would suggest he laminated it.
Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Here we go, son. Mike 37. Watch the cut.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
It can be a thankless job sometimes to be a kicker, but they're thanking him right now. That's now 4 field goals. He's kept him in the game.
He sure has. That offense has got to find its rhythm because I'm not sure that just kicking field goals is going to allow them to win this game.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tap.
And that's caught inside the 30. A big play that time for the Titans. 46 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Greystone travel.
Back to throw. Kyle. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Here's a run on 1st down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 58 yards. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, and don't fumble the football.
Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. 1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now they try the right side here. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
The Jets on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 14.
Check three.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
So yet another field goal to end a drive. That has been a very common theme. He's now hit 5 of them in this game.
Yeah, Brandon, as an offense, you hate that you've had to call on your kicker so often, but you have to love the fact that time and time again, he's come through.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. 2nd and 13. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
What we got? Check. 6, go out. You got tight. You draw quarter. Now.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Looking deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. A big play that time for the Titans. 42 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game.
There. He's checking crap. Back. No. Off. Watch twist. Let's go.
They'll run on 1st down. Castle. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over. Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. He'll wind up being stopped for no gain, and it'll lead to a 4th down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to perhaps salt this one away. And Lutz's kick is good. And that will make this a 9-point lead. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And after the field goal last time, see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Everyone side. Red 80. Slam, slam, slam.
Here's Darnold. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Dane Cruikshank.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Go.
On 1st down, Castle. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. They'll keep it on the ground. Castle. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
Go. Ready.
They'll keep it on the ground. Castle. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's good.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 19-yard line.
Ready. 10-2 stop. 59. They're not ready for this, man.
The Titans go victory formation down to a knee.
It's a loss of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
They said beginning of the year, they set a lofty goal, Charles, of getting to the Super Bowl. They fell one